Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to two separate videos. These are the first for 2022. Happy New Year. I know I'm late to the table. We're going to be working today on issues 1 to 3 of Building the Base, which comes with the premium subscription for members like myself, and also issues 44 to 47, where we're going to be finishing off that left leg. So welcome back subscribers. I'm so sorry I've not been able to post a video any sooner than February. I'm currently renovating a house and I'm moving in very soon. This is going to be my final ever video in this house where I've lived for the last 5 or so years. So quite emotional. Obviously Iron Man I'm only halfway through, but I've obviously built the Terminator and done a lot of other videos here in this time. But I will be having a very epic man cave, a new office, which I've got loads of cool props and loads of new pieces for you to see, separate to the Iron Man build, which can be showcasing once I move in, which will be hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So I'll be in before March, but like I said, it's the last ever video. And today, like I mentioned in the first part, we're working on building the base. So I've actually got 3 deliveries in the time since my last video in last year, December. So because I wanted to build up a bit more, because with this build, there's not actually a great deal to do. And a lot of it's just copying what he did on the other side, like the leg and the arm. I'm not going to film the other limbs that I've already done, because like I said before, it's exactly the same, so it's boring for you guys. I'm going to show you the stuff that's new and interesting, and obviously all the other stuff that needs to be done I'll do behind the scenes, because again you don't see that. So I've got 3 parts of the base. There's quite a lot to do, but it's actually very heavy, and I'm quite impressed, you know, because I thought obviously as a premium subscriber I expect good quality, and this whole build is good quality, but sometimes they can be a bit slack in other areas. They were the Terminator base, if you may remember. I did my own mod, a lot of the guys did, because we weren't very impressed with it. But this one looks pretty substantial. It's looking cool already, so we're going to do that first. Once I've done that, I'm going to do another video, and that's obviously going to be working on 44 to 47, so you'll see the finished left leg. So let's get started. Okay, so issues 43 and 44. So with 44, we've got the calf plate here. This obviously metal. We've also got the hinges here, so hinge 1 and hinge 2, those plastic components. And then all you ever need for that as well, sorry, is some EM screws, 1.7 times 4mm, and also some LP ones, which are 2 times 4mm. Obviously for this, it's obviously going to be ensuring that the rear of the leg can move freely, and the different pieces do have 2 hinges, like I said. So for issue 44, we've got the upper left leg plate. That's plastic. Then you've got the plates. They're obviously just going to tidy up and hide certain parts. You've got some adhesive stickers there. You've got a cap for the hinge joint as well, that's plastic. And lastly, you've also got some EM screws. You obviously need the left leg, what we've been working on so far, and some screwdrivers. Right, step 1 for issue 43. So you're going to need the LP screws and also the 2 hinge connectors. So what you're going to do, you're going to slot those 2 together. So you can just see there, either side, there are some screw holes. The same for that part there. So obviously that's just going to slide like so. Obviously that's going to be facing down. So I'm just going to pop the screws on. You need obviously 1 on either side to secure it. So let's just do that now. Okay, so what I've actually done, I've just put the screws in either side before I screw through, because it's actually quite fiddly. They don't really sit in very comfortably. You can't just push them through the plastics. You've kind of got to screw it through first a little bit so it stays on there, and then obviously align this up. So it's going to be one of those ones where you're just trying to get a feel for where it should be, so you can actually screw it in without missing your marker or putting the screw through too far so it won't go through. So I'm just going to get those 2 in there. screw them through, and then I'll show you the finished part. So I've managed to get those in place, as you can see. Make sure obviously that it rotates easily, and then that's it done. Step 1 complete. Okay, so for step 2, obviously it's not a great deal to do on this issue. It's only 2 steps actually. So you're going to take the calf plate and obviously the calf hinge. You'll see there's the pegs. We're just going to slot that over like so. And then once we're sitting like that, once you've done that, what we're going to do is take 2 EM screws and just secure it into place. So nice and simple, nice quick issue, so we can move on to the next one. So I'm just going to secure those into place, and then we will move on to issue 44. Okay, there we have it. Step 1 and 2 complete of issue 43. Okay, so step 1 for issue 44, you need to take the backing paper off so you can pop it onto the bottom part of the inside of the upper leg plate. So that tape is going to go on there and basically acts as a buffer so it's not rubbing. So I'm just going to peel that off. I do hate using these adhesive tape papers because they're so small and fiddly. Sometimes very difficult to get the other bit of paper off as well. So I'm just going to pop that down. Hopefully I can get the other bit of tape on. So just see, I'm just going to put it on the inside like I said, and then take the other bit of paper off. Okay, so that's how it should look. So you can see the tapes there. Now obviously you're going to take the left leg, rather dusty one because I haven't been able to do anything for a while. So obviously turn. Okay, so once you've done that, turn the leg round and you'll see that it's actually going to sit on the front because obviously it's the shin guard, and there are 2 screw holes either side, so that's what's going to slop in. This will obviously connect. You'll hear it click, and then once it's in position, all you're going to do is actually secure them together with some EM screws. So I'm just popping that in. So I forgot to mention, as you're doing it, you need to pull the sides so it can actually go over and it hooks round, then otherwise it won't go over. So now we've done that, I'm going to put the EM screws in, and it's just at the bottom there. So you see there's a big one there. So I'm just going to put one either side. I believe that's all we need. And then that'll be stage 1 complete. Okay, so those screws are now in there nice and flat, and just to cover this area here where the screws have actually gone in, you're just going to use your little side plates, and you'll see that they've obviously got the pins on. So literally just pop them over into place, and they're going to hide those screw holes. So you'll never know they're there. So I'm just going to put them each side, and then that is that issue done. So another quick one. Okay, so that's that one in there. Just do the other side as well, so you can see. Let's get the right way around preferably. As you can see, you just heard that click. There we go. Issue 43 and 44 complete. Okay, so I've actually changed my mind. I'm not going to work on any issues after this on camera because the next issue is actually working on the right foot, and as you can see I've already built a foot with the leg, so you can go back to my previous videos and watch how to do that. There's no point showing you again. Like I said before, I think it's pretty pointless and a waste of time for everyone. So you don't need obviously the cap and this part until future issues, so you have to wait now to do more of the leg, because what I've seen in the next few we have to work on the foot and whatnot. So I'm going to leave that for today, and we're going to move on to starting the base. Right, so issue 1 for the assembly of the base. So I'm going to do the unboxing of it and take out all the parts and explain to you what it is we have and what we're going to be doing. So there's quite a few little bits in here, so not to lose anything. Okay, this base is nice and solid without obviously anything else added to it. This is obviously metal. It's got some good weight to it, and it feels like nice quality, nice and smooth. I'm very happy with that. So that's obviously the it's actually the top cover, sorry, my mistake. So that's the first part we've got there. Then we have, next up, we've got a button. So we've got that part there. Screws wise, we've got the HW screws. HM screws, sorry. We've got some EM screws. We've got the printed circuit board. So we've got that there. And then lastly, we've got the switch. So sorry, the first part I said was the switch holder. That is the switch. We do have a switch cover somewhere, but I think I've lost that, so I have to find that off camera. So that's all the parts for issue 1. Okay, so step 1, what you're going to do, you're going to turn over the cover, and you need to locate where there's a hole in which the switch cover is fitted. So if you see where these 4 pins are, that's actually where the circuit board position is going to be. And if you look just down here, so this part here, that's where we're going to put the 1B, which is the switch cover. So that part, that's obviously what I found off camera. Luckily I haven't lost it. So what you're going to do is just pop that through, nice and simple. So step 2, you're just going to connect the wire, obviously that's the switch button, to the cover. So it just slots in like so. Once you've done that, so where we obviously put the first part, we put the switch cover there, as you can see. This is going to go over that area because there's 2 pins or screw holes. So we're going to pop that over. And then once I've done that, I'm going to secure those with some EM screws. So nice and simple. Right, so I've got these screws, EM screws in place, and I'm just going to secure it now over the switch cover. So make sure it's on nice and tight. Just going to secure it a little bit. Let's just show you. So that's how it should be looking. Okay, so stage 2, fitting the printed circuit board. And like I mentioned, you've obviously got those 4 pins there. That is where it's going to sit. It's quite important in so you can see here there are letters on the inside, and in terms of where those letters are is where you basically need it. It says it's very important that they go in the right positions. Basically you want G and H facing upwards towards this hole here, so it must be facing down, GH from the top, and then you pop them over like so. So that's the orientation you want it. Once you've got that in place, you're just going to secure them with some HM screws. So I've got 4 of those, and I'm just going to secure it into place. And then once we've done that, that is issue 1 of the base complete, with 2 more sections to work on today, because like I said, I wanted to do a little bit more because there's not a great deal to do, because just like the main part of the build, they're eking this part out as well, I imagine. So I don't know how many parts will come, but probably it will get finished before the main build, I imagine, but I could be wrong. They could literally leave you a last part till the very end. Okay, so that is issue 1 of the base complete. Okay, so parts received with issue 2, basically nothing. You've got a top cover, centre, and also some KP screws, which are 1.7 times 5mm. Very simply, all you're going to do, you'll see there are the screw holes there. They go in the corresponding ones there, so we're just going to slot that on, spin it around, and at the bottom we will obviously secure that into place. So nice and simple. And yeah, not a huge amount to do. So I do believe that this is going to be very much dragged out like the rest of the build, because from what I've seen on the next one, which I've got, issue 3 of this, that again there's not much to do, so they're definitely going to make their money's worth. But I reckon it's going to be a really cool platform with really nice lighting, and it's just going to make the Iron Man look epic. So I'm just going to secure these into place one at a time. You only need 4 of the screws, and that's issue 2 complete of build the platform. Okay, so I've just got the last screw in there. Let's just show you how it looks. If I lose my screwdriver. So that is issue 2 complete. Okay, so for the final issue, issue 3, we have parts received today: an outer frame and also a light panel, one of the first. So that's the outer frame, nice heavy bit of metal there, and then you've also got the light panel. So obviously that's plastic. In terms of screws, we've got some IM 2x5mm and also some HM 2x4mm, and that's all you need. Okay, so for stage one, you're going to be fitting the light panel. So on the inside of the outer frame, inside there are 4 screw holes. What you're going to do, you're going to pop the light panel inside of that and secure it with 4 of the HM screws. So I'm just going to pop that in. Check I've got the right way. So yeah, sorry, I'll show you a little bit better on camera. So it just sits in like that. So yeah, nice and simple. And then we're going to secure it into place. So it mentions, by the way, so the outer rim of the base is formed of 6 radial segments, and each formed of a frame and a light panel. So yeah, we've got a lot to do still on this base, but I'll be honest, I think it's going to be really, really nice. You know, a lot better than what we got from the Terminator one. So you know, this hopefully is going to be worth the extra bit of money I've spent and everyone else to get it, because you know, I think it makes a big difference the way you display your models, and a good base, whether there's electronics on it or not, is a very important aspect of that. So I'm just going to secure those into place off camera, and then I will show you the next stage. Okay, so that's how it's looking with the light panel. So that's all secured into place. So that's obviously step 1. Now step 2, we're going to be fitting it to the outer segment. So just checking the orientation of it, because it's not very clear actually where it's going to be. I believe that it's going to be near where we had the top cover. So let me double check. Right, so you basically want it where this open hole is, obviously nowhere near where it works in issue 1. So that's where it's going to be placed. So I'm just going to grab it and line it up. So the hole will still be exposed within it. So you need to make sure that you don't go over it. Double check that's right. So that's how that's looking. To me, in the photo, that looks spot on. So once you're happy with that, you need to secure it with 3 iron screws, which are hiding underneath. And then that is that issue complete. So let's just move that around again. Hopefully these screws will hold it, because I'll be honest with you, they don't seem to be very big or strong. Quite small screws, but they're not going to provide them if they don't think they are suitable. So let's just secure these in, and then I'll show you the finished product at the end. Okay, so there we have it. The first outer segment of the base is ready, and obviously in the future issues we are going to connect the rest. So you'll see how that will go round, and obviously make this base even wider. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool, and it's got some nice weight to it already. So obviously we've done underneath with the circuit board and whatnot, and then obviously got the first outer segment. So that is issues 1 to 3 complete of working on the base. Okay, so we are done for today. We've as you can see, we have completed what we need to for parts 1 to 3 of the base. So that's how it's looking. Obviously that's the first light panel, so it's going to be illuminated all the way around. I really like that. I think it's going to be really cool. Happy of how it's going so far. What I'm going to do, I think I'm probably going to wait for another 3 issues to build up and then work on it again, because it's pretty pointless doing only one at a time because there's not much to do. And then also we've got a nearly completed left leg. So you can see I put the shin attachment and guard over there today, worked on a couple bits. So that's nearly complete, but now I'm waiting for some more parts before we do that. So like I mentioned previously in the video, I've now got obviously to work on the other foot and also the other side of the body. I can do that off camera. I'm not going to film it again because it's all the same. I'm just going to wait until I get the torso, the back and other parts of the body that we haven't seen yet. So basically the upper body, and then apart from the arms obviously, and then I will crack on with the base as well. But I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. You know, this is the leg standing on the base, so you can see it's quite high already. Obviously it's going to be even higher. This is going to be quite a substantial looking Iron Man, and I think he'll look pretty cool next to the Terminator, because it's not like he's really small. I mean, this is pretty big, and it's not even complete. So I hope to like my new video for the new year. It's been a long time and I've missed doing it, and I've missed you guys. Hope everyone's doing really well, had a great Christmas and New Year, and they're enjoying their builds and happy in life in general. So I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, as always, please remember to either like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon.